The silent weight you carry. Why vulnerability is the key to emotional freedom. The invisible weight no one sees. There is a kind of weight you carry that doesn't sit on your shoulders. It doesn't show up on your calendar, and no one around you seems to notice it. It lives in your chest. It whispers every time you smile through something that hurts. It grows heavier every time you say, "I'm fine," when you're anything but. We live in a world that glorifies strength. Strength means staying quiet. Strength means controlling your emotions. Strength means never letting anyone see you break. But here's the truth few people talk about. That constant self-control is what's slowly draining you. You're not tired because life is hard. You're tired because you've been pretending you're not. And this truth may feel uncomfortable at first. Vulnerability isn't weakness. It's the doorway to real emotional freedom. 1. The emotional weight that builds in silence. Most of us learned early on that showing emotion was risky. Crying meant weakness. Admitting pain meant failure. Expressing fear meant losing control. So we learned to swallow it. We swallow anger to keep the peace. We swallow sadness so we don't burden others. We swallow loneliness because everyone has their own problems. But emotions don't disappear when ignored. They transform. Sadness becomes chronic exhaustion. Anger turns into quiet resentment. Loneliness becomes an emptiness you can't quite explain. Without realizing it, you begin carrying emotional weight, a little more each day, until one day you ask yourself, why am I so tired all the time? Not because you're weak, but because you've been strong for far too long. 2. Vulnerability doesn't make you weak. It makes you real. We often think vulnerability means exposing ourselves to pain, to judgment, to rejection, to being misunderstood. But look closer. Vulnerability is really about being honest with yourself. Before being honest with the world, it's the moment you admit, I'm hurting. I'm afraid. I'm not okay, and that's okay. Not everyone has the courage to do that. Vulnerability isn't about telling your story to everyone. It's about stopping the lie you tell yourself. When you allow yourself to feel fully, you stop fighting your own emotions, and in that moment, the energy you've been holding back for years begins to release. You don't become weaker, you become more authentic, and authenticity always feels lighter than pretending. 3. Emotional freedom. Begins when you stop running from your feelings. Most long-lasting pain isn't caused by emotions being too intense. It's caused by refusing to let them exist. So we distract ourselves. We stay busy, we scroll endlessly, we fill every quiet moment with noise. Anything except sitting with what we feel. But emotions that are avoided never heal. They wait, and they return later, louder than before. Emotional freedom doesn't come from eliminating negative emotions. It comes from no longer seeing them as enemies. Sadness doesn't mean you're broken. Fear doesn't mean you're weak. Pain doesn't mean something is wrong with you. They are signals. And when you listen instead of resist, you begin to understand yourself at a deeper level. 4. Vulnerability is the foundation of real connection. Have you ever felt lonely, even while surrounded by people? That's not because you lack relationships. It's because you lack real connection. True connection doesn't come from impressing others. It comes from allowing yourself to be seen. When you say, "This hurts me. I don't have all the answers. I'm still learning how to heal," you give others permission to do the same. Vulnerability doesn't push the right people away. It filters out surface-level connections and strengthens the ones built on depth and honesty. And in those connections, you finally feel seen, understood, and accepted, not because you're perfect, but because you're human. 5. Letting go of the weight doesn't mean giving up. Many people fear that if they admit exhaustion, they'll lose their drive. That if they acknowledge pain, they won't be able to move forward. The truth is the opposite. You can't move freely while carrying what no longer serves you. Letting go isn't quitting. Letting go is choosing to stop hurting yourself. When vulnerability enters your life, you don't fall apart. You set things down. You set down unrealistic expectations. You set down the role of always being okay. You set down the pressure to be strong at all times. And in that release, you rediscover clarity, energy, and a deeper kind of strength, one that comes from within, not from forcing yourself to endure. Closing and call to action. An invitation to awaken. If something in this message resonated with you, know that you're not alone. The weight you carry isn't proof of weakness, it's proof you've been carrying too much for too long. Emotional freedom doesn't come from becoming a stronger version of yourself. It comes from becoming a truer one. If you're ready to explore emotional awareness, inner healing, and conscious strength, we invite you to continue this journey with Awaken Mindset. Subscribe for content that helps you release the silent weight and live with greater clarity and calm. Explore our playlists on emotional freedom and self-mastery. And if this spoke to you, leave a comment. Sometimes simply expressing what you feel is the first step toward healing. You don't have to carry it all alone anymore, and your awakening can begin right here.